It takes roughly 130 hours just to platinum this game. This is a game that released almost a decade ago that I just can't stop playing. A game that's so old that it released on the base PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. With the creative mind of Hideo Kojima and his team, alongside its publisher, Konami. There are a total of 43 trophies to collect in this game, and these trophies range from story missions to side ops and collectibles. My goal in this video is to finish the game before hitting the 130 hour mark. Not just any game, but one of the greatest games of all time. This is the platinum grind for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
V has come to.
There are 9 total story trophies to collect in this section. I've already collected 4 from my previous video, which was honestly just me messing around with the game. But just for you guys, I'm gonna give a recap of everything that happened so far. In the beginning, we play as Big Boss. We wake up 9 years later from a coma after the Ground Zeroes incident, where after rescuing a hostage from a camp, you find out it was just a setup. The crash left multiple shrapnels in your body and caused you to lose your left arm. And out of nowhere, this assassin strangles the doctor, and you find out she's after you. But the patient next to you jumps out, attacks her, sets her on fire, and she jumps out the window. We find out the patient's name is Ishmael, and he helps us out. When I first played this game, this part made me quit for about 4 months. You're just crawling through the hospital, and it's just so damn slow. But eventually, you make it to the elevator, where you first encounter the floating boy and the man on fire. But the sprinklers just take him out. That becomes important later on in the game. But after finally escaping the hospital, Ishmael pulls up with the ambulance, and we try to escape from the man on fire. But we crash the ambulance, and Ishmael just leaves us. But after crawling out the ambulance, we find a helicopter chasing us. The floating boy pulls out his special move and causes a whale to come out of the sky and gobble up the helicopter. This pulled me back into the game. We're not done. The man on fire is back with his flying unicorn. Fortunately, a man named Ocelot comes up and saves us, which leads to us finally getting our first trophy for completing the prologue, and the first of many Hideo Kojimas. For the next trophy, we're going all the way to Afghanistan, where we have to rescue Kaz Miller, who was part of the MSF. This mission is just a basic intro to how the game functions. You get introduced to all the gadgets like your iDroid and your weapons. You find Kaz handcuffed, and he was trying to find the guy who betrayed MSF, and he doesn't really recognize that you're Big Boss. When you reach the extraction, these weird skulls come out of nowhere. They have like superpowers or some shit. I wasn't planning on shooting them, so I just took Kaz and just snuck my way out of there. After extracting Kaz and getting on my chopper, we get the second trophy for completing Phantom Limbs. We also get a quick look at the mother base for Diamond Dogs. And I also got 2 trophies for upgrading the mother base to level 50 and 250. This game also has a cool feature where you can recruit enemy soldiers and level them up. Before going to the next trophy, we find this little pup in the next mission, and after saving him, he becomes a member of Diamond Dogs. For the next trophy, you have to complete episode 6. This mission is pretty simple, but I have some bad memories from this. We just sneak through an enemy base to find this rocket launcher, and on our way out, we get bombarded by this sandstorm. The floating boy is back, and we get grabbed by some sort of Metal Gear. And we finally get introduced to the antagonist of this game. His name is Skullface. Get it? Because his face looks like a skull. After he finishes yapping, the skulls come back to fight, and at this point of the game you realize that Skullface is behind these skulls. But after defeating these guys and extracting, we get the trophy Beekeeper. Oh yeah, one more thing. Remember that pup we saved? He's now a big boy with an eye patch. And we get the trophy Cry Havoc for deploying D-Dog. For the next trophy, we sneak into the enemy base to find the guy who betrayed MSF. Here we get our first look at the Metal Gear, and we get introduced to the guy who helped design it. If I'm being honest with you guys, I do not like this guy one bit. He just pisses me off. Skullface gets tired of him and sends him off. We follow him all the way back to his lab. After breaking in, he shows off his prosthetic legs. We get the guy and we come all the way to the extraction. Just before we can extract, the Metal Gear falls from the sky, and the floating boy is behind it, and he has the metal dick. We try to sneak away from him and go to the extraction zone. To extracting him and getting on the chopper, we shoot the shit out of the Metal Gear and make him break into pieces. And we get our trophy for completing the mission Hellbound. And at this point of the game, I also started to develop a lot of weapons and upgrades for my helicopter, where I then got the trophy Enhancement for developing 50 or more items. For our next trophy, we fight against this sniper. Remember that assassin that tried to kill us back in the hospital? Well, it's the same person. This game has this cool feature where you can request air support or fire support, so I just called an airstrike to take her down. After approaching her, you get the option to either kill her or let her in Diamond Dogs. I extracted her, you know, for Diamond Dogs. She's actually really skillful, and she does play an important role in the story too. She's also one of the best buddies in this game, and after a few in-game days, you get the trophy Speechless for making Quiet available for deployment. After going through her outfits, I got to know the backstory as to why she's half naked. She breathes through her skin. Kojima, man, come on, man. The next trophy is pretty simple. We just have to extract the truck and then run away from the skulls, which gives us the trophy Caravan. I also got another trophy for earning a total of 10 million GMP and developing 100 or more items. The next part of the game takes place in Africa. In one of the missions we have to rescue these kids, and in the following missions we find out there's a deadly parasite going around. And as usual, Skullface just shows up out of nowhere. He yaps for a bit and the floating boy is back. And the Man on Fire is also back. We take our sweet time and run away from him. And remember that sprinklers in the hospital? I just used that same strategy and I blew up this tank that caused him to fall in the puddle. After extracting, I got the trophy Voices, and I also got the trophy War Buddy for raising Quiet's bond to the maximum. In the next mission, we rescue Liquid Snake. He's known as Eli in this game, and he's a genetic clone of Solid Snake. He's also the leader of these kids, and he plays a big role in the future games. The next mission, we just have to sneak through these snipers. They're like a different version of Quiet, so after sneaking through them, find a man named Code Talker. We question him about the parasites, but bro pulls out this move. He gives us a cure and we proceed to extract him, but on the way to Mother Base, we get attacked by this red mist which causes the helicopter to crash. The skulls come back, but this time I have a new buddy called D-Walker, and I use the machine gun to just destroy these guys. After killing them all, I extract Code Talker and I get the trophy Immortal for completing Metallic Archaea. After getting Code Talker back to base, we interrogate Quiet and we find out she's not actually Quiet. And the only reason she can't speak is because she has a parasite, and it can spread only if she speaks English. The next trophy, we're finally going after Skullface. More specifically, we're infiltrating OKB-0, and on the way to confront Skullface, the floating boy shows up again. Turns out his name is actually Psycho Mantis. Skullface comes out as Chopper, proceeds to give another yap session. Dude just doesn't stop. He takes us all the way down to his car and just goes on rambling. And this isn't the guy who he thinks he's talking to, by the way. Eventually, we make it to the place where the Metal Gear stood at, and Psycho Mantis takes control of it, causes like an epic chase scene. But I find an armored vehicle and I proceed to just shred him into pieces. And it turns out Skullface got smushed by the Metal Gear, and we finally get our revenge. But Kaz stops us.
Do it yourself.
We then proceed to do the good guy walk away. But this guy comes and kills him. Which leads us to getting the trophy Skull for beating the mission Sahelanthropus. Now at this point of the game, we're actually done with Chapter 1, and the majority of Chapter 2 is just missions from Chapter 1, but the difficulties changed, and I wasn't planning on repeating those just yet, so I focused on finishing off the story aspect of this game. Just before that, I also got the trophy Man's Best Friend for raising D-Dog's bond to the maximum. This next mission is considered the hardest mission in this game. I was seriously debating on whether I can finish this on time to complete this challenge, because this mission took me so much time to finish. I prepared for this, okay? I got this one suit that makes you immune to all the attacks for like a limited time, but since my level wasn't high, it kinda was useless. And for the first time in my playthrough, I not only had to wear the chicken hat, but the little chicken hat. Bro. I sweat. Shit. Oh, that was the last one. Oh, thank God. Oh, shit. Well, what's so hard about it? Oh, this game has this system that calculates your rank based on how fast you can complete the mission. And on top of that, you have different tasks for each mission that you have to complete. And me being a dumbass, I went to get an S rank alongside completing all tasks, which did not work out. But I did get the trophy Disappearance for completing a Quiet Exit. And I got an E rank for using the little chicken hat. But I'm coming back for that S rank. Oh yeah, and Quiet left. We don't know where she went, but she left. For the last mission in this game, we just replay the first mission, including the crawling part. We just follow the exact same route we took the last time, and we get the trophy Truth for completing The Man Who Sold the World. Now at this point of the video, I should be giving you guys a spoiler warning. But matter of fact, you guys gotta spoil this shit for me. Who is Cypher? Alright, who is Cypher? They keep going on about somebody being Cypher, I keep thinking it's Skullface, but it's not Skullface, it's somebody else. Is it like some kind of AI or something? I don't know. Maybe I should play the other games, maybe I should have. But for those who haven't played this game, just a warning, okay? Alright, turns out Ishmael is not actually Ishmael.
It's tuned up and ready to go.
He's the real big boss, and he's going on another mission while
He'll take your place. From here on, he's Snake. He believes it too. My very own Phantom, huh?
meaning the entire premise of this game is kind of pointless. You play as Big Boss in this game. Literally, you are Big Boss, the character you create. You're actually the medic who takes out the bomb from Paz, and you get the shrapnel in your head because you protected the real Big Boss. Metal Gear Solid 5 teaches you an important lesson. Anything can happen in war. There is no limit that nobody can cross, which means you, yes, you can be used as a tool to fight your reflection while working under your own reflection.
V has come to.
There are 24 total grind trophies to collect in this section. I've already collected 4 from my previous video, which was honestly just me messing around with the game. But just for you guys, I'm gonna give a recap of everything that happened so far. We get a trophy for interrogating a soldier, we also get a trophy for extracting a soldier and capturing an outpost. There's also a trophy for finishing a side op and another one for extracting a female soldier. Now I wanted to focus on completing all the side ops so I can go and finish the missions. So I started with the mine clearing side ops first. For these side ops, you just have to deactivate these mines that are scattered throughout the map. And after completing all of them, you get the trophy cleared. I also got the trophy deployment for completing all the key dispatch missions. These are just the missions you send your NPC soldiers out for. And I also got the trophy hero for getting 50,000 eras and points. I wanted to finish all the mother base trials before I went on to complete all the side ops, but they were so unnecessarily difficult to finish, so I just gave up for now. These side ops are really cool. You just sit in a box and wait for these wandering soldiers to come to you, and then you just extract them. I swear to God I can't find the last remaining 3 targets. I searched everywhere. Shit. Dude. Achieved. Let's complete all side ops. Oh, finally. After completing all side ops, I went for the trophy for extracting all wild animals, and there was a lot of them. The process is pretty simple. You just lay down these capture cages and you can collect them after you extract, which gives you the trophy conservation. I then went on to build a nuke, and I didn't even know that was a thing in this game, but I quickly disposed it to get the trophy disarmament. And you also turn red for some reason, because you lose all your heroism points, and out of nowhere they pull out the fact that Paz is actually alive. You know, the person that caused the helicopter crash, but she doesn't remember a thing, so you gotta keep giving these pictures that you got from the wandering mother base soldiers, and after giving all the pictures, you get the final picture that gives you the trophy Reminiscence. And then they throw another twist at you. It was all a lie. It was all in Snake's head. Or should I say your head, just like everything else in this game. The next trophy I got was raising all my team's level to 50. I had no idea how the FOB system played out in this game. Just to get the trophy, I invaded some poor guy's base. I got the trophy in the beginning for some reason, but I figured I'll just finish the mission off. And as usual, I went for the stealth approach. It did not work out, but I still managed to complete the mission. Then got a trophy for completing a mission using a combat unit staff member. 2 more trophies that I got were Locked and Loaded, where I developed 300 or more items, and Trusted Steed for raising the bond with Dios to the maximum. Now finally, I went to finish all the missions, meaning the replay missions that's in chapter 2. I also wanted to tackle the S rank in all tasks too, but I didn't have to worry too much since I already got an S rank on most of my missions. But I still got that one mission. I'm gonna finish that at the end. But my plan was pretty simple. I'd play the mission the first time and finish it as fast as I can, but then I'll replay the mission using the stealth camo and the infinity bandana to complete all the remaining tasks. And I gotta be real with you guys. For a decade-old game, the graphics is absolutely phenomenal. It still holds up with the current games. Matter of fact, it's actually better than some of them. There were no performance issues, no crashes, no game-breaking bugs, except for these wonky stuff. But for an unfinished game, the mechanics and gameplay elements were just spot on. They nailed it. But back to my replay strategy. This strategy worked beautifully. I managed to fly by these missions so fast. And since I already finished all the side ops, I had these upgraded weapons which made things way easier. And during this process, I also got the trophy Architect for constructing all available platforms in Mother Base. You can just sneak through these guys and they don't care. After a long grind of completing all these missions, you get the trophy accomplished. Now just before I went on to complete a quiet exit, I had to make sure all my blueprints and key items were collected. But I missed this one certificate where I had to filter on over 1,000 enemy soldiers. And I quickly went and finished that, and I got everything ready to go on to get this last mission done. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, what? There's one more tank. I can't find it. It's right there. Yes to you, Napoleon and Bot. Agony is your triumph. Yes! Oh god. Oh shit. Okay, execute. Light. Collector. Yeah, baby, let's go! Legend! 100% obtain all trophies, dude. We did it. Oh. Oh god. I managed to finish this challenge right under 130 hours. It's so close. But we did it. Oh god. No joke, guys. This challenge took over 3 months to finish, and I think I'm addicted to getting these flat trophies.